What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Yash. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, then welcome to it. So just a few days ago, I went ahead and posted on my Instagram story asking for you guys to drop your Shopify store URLs so I can go ahead and absolutely roast them. Alright, I'm just kidding about the roasting part, but in all seriousness, I do want to go ahead and audit and review and give some constructive criticism and feedback on your guys' Shopify dropshipping stores. I actually went ahead and selected 3 Shopify stores for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and see what I do like, what I don't like. Should you go ahead and completely scrap the store? Or maybe should you go ahead and change a few things around and revamp it overall? Now, ladies and gents, before we do move forward, I do want to say that your Shopify store is by far one of the most important overall aspects of your e-commerce business. That is the main base and foundation. So it is very key and very vital to ensure that your Shopify store is structured and optimized properly so you guys can go ahead and maximize your results from your marketing and advertising efforts. And last but not least, make sure you guys do drop a like on this video, and while you're at it, feel free to also subscribe to the channel with that post notification bell turned on so you guys are updated with all recent and new videos. With that being said, let's dive into my computer and take a look at a few Shopify stores. Alright, so the first store we're looking at is called Marvelly. Also, I hope you guys like my beanie. But just to give you guys a little bit of context, ladies and gents, before we do dive deeper into this store or the following 2 stores, the way I usually like to go ahead and test products is through a general one product store where essentially the domain name is flexible. The domain doesn't even have to be a real word. For example, like Marvelly, what we're looking at right now. So on the back end, it can be a general store where it allows you to really go ahead and test multiple products and multiple niches without really being constrained to one sort of domain name or anything like that. So usually a general one product store is the best way to test products in 2022 and beyond. Now, a niche or a general niche store is just as fine. Usually I do avoid general stores because, again, they are just not the way to go ahead and test products anymore. I think the average consumer is super attained of generic general stores where, there's a bunch of products and they really have no sort of direction, consistency, or traction per se. So with that being said, that is out the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at this store. Now, like I said in the intro, this is also my first time taking a look at this store with y'all. So the first thing I will point out is the promotion banner here on the top. I like how it says New Year's offer, free shipping, and 40% off today. I would probably change it to this week or this month so it's a little bit more believable, right? Especially when you're running retargeting ads, people are going to be like, wait, I thought it was only 40% off today, yesterday, or 2 or 3 days ago. And then they come back to your store and then they see the same thing. So again, this can be misleading. The littlest things will trigger people when they're shopping online, ladies and gents. So you want to be very careful of stuff like that. I also do like the color of the logo. Usually I recommend 2 fallback colors, which are usually black and white in most cases. And then I like 1 accent color, right? So this is the accent color per se. So maybe consider changing the promo bar to that accent color. Usually the shop buttons and different buttons overall on your store can definitely be that accent color. So we have home, we have bestsellers. I can already see that, this is probably a general store. So yeah, you have 4 products, track your order, FAQs. Okay, contact us, that works. I also like this over here on the bottom. Let's take a look at the homepage, home to marvelous products. So again, this is just very generic, right? You really want to make sure you come off as a professional, micro-branded store, right? You want to make sure it instills trust and confidence in the potential customer's mind. People make their decision and their judgments in the first few seconds upon landing on your store. So I do like how the pricing is that accent color, what our customers say. So maybe you can change that to like our happy customers. Again, I'm being nitpicky, but the small things matter at the end of the day.
That's what she said.
Where it says footer menu, I would probably change that to customer care. I think it just looks and sounds a little bit better. I do appreciate the fact how you have a custom email domain. That definitely helps, establish a little bit more trust and a little bit more security. So yeah, pretty general, basic homepage. We'll go ahead and click on the product page. Now, I do, by the way, recommend selecting a professional paid theme. Paid themes have more benefits in general, right? They're more faster in terms of having faster loading page times. They really come preloaded with a lot of apps and widgets that can save you a lot of time and money in the short and long run. And usually they just have more to offer, right? You can really customize them a little bit more. Some of my favorite themes include Booster, Illumis, Solo Drop, District, and Prestige. So I think investing into a paid theme is really beneficial. I always say if you're going to do anything at all, you might as well do it properly from the get-go to maximize your return along your journey. I also like on how you have the name of the store, the name of the brand, Fireworks Lamp, right? Marvelly Fireworks Lamp. It's same thing like when you're shopping at Nike. If you want to go ahead and buy Air Max 90s, it's going to say Nike Air Max 90, right? Not Air Max 90 shoe or Air Max 90 sneaker, for example. So I really like that consistency. You also want to make sure when you're pricing products, typically you end them in 95 or 97. They usually just work better in sales. They convert better. That's why you'll see a lot of your favorite gurus, courses, or info products knowledge end in 97 or 95, right? So I do like these trust badges, or these kind of bullet points. I would say not really trust badges. Description looks okay. You want to really make sure you're being careful of your spacing. Like, definitely have spacing between this blurb and the picture, and really make sure that's consistent. Maybe even bolding these. I think that would go a really long way. Okay. And then you have reviews, so that's totally fine as well. Another thing is, don't make everything in the center, right? Maybe like this line or this headline is totally fine, but then I would pretty much have it from left to right unless it's like a headline or something like that. So that, and just be mindful of your spacing as well. I also recommend including like specifications and what the package includes as well. I'm not going to be too detailed about the product page or the description in particular because this video is not about that. But if you do want to see on how I personally structure my product pages and how that format generated me over $400,000 on a single product, click on that video right there and it should take you to it. But these are just some basic guidelines and rules that you should definitely keep in mind when it comes to your product. Other than that, or I meant to say product page. Other than that, again, this is a general store, so I recommend maybe sticking to home decor or, any niche or general niche in general. No pun intended, is totally okay. Other than that, I like it. It's not too bad. I would also say maybe make like your buy it now color the same color as your accent. I do, again, like how the price and the stars are that accent color as well. I'm not going to go through your funnel and whatnot. Again, I just want to take a look at your overall store and kind of really make sure that it makes sense and that's congruent overall. The second store that we have is Tropical Eagle. It looks like this is the booster theme. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching this, whoever the owner of the store is. We can actually click on Commerce Inspector, great Google Chrome extension, and click on site. Yeah, so this is the booster theme. It's the second version. I believe they have like the fourth or fifth version out now. But yeah, booster theme is great, right? That's one of the themes I actually recommended. So it looks like this is more of an outdoor store. I know the booster theme lets you fill up to 9 different reviews. So I would add definitely 6 more reviews, maximize that feature, maximize that offer. Awesome. Follow us on Instagram. I like how you have your Instagram connected. Really makes the person feel connected and homey to the store. I also like these trust badges down here. Customer services, our collections. Okay. So I would maybe put like open 24/7. You are an online store. It's different if this is like customer service, but a lot of people may get confused by that, right? So maybe make a separate tab in FAQs or something like that and really include that. Again, you don't want people to be misguided. I also like how you have a blog, right? Blogs can be great for SEO purposes and, for driving different interests and building backlinks and stuff like that, especially long term. So this is absolutely awesome, whether you're outsourcing it, which is totally fine, or you're writing it, absolutely amazing. Just again, be mindful of your spacing. Right? You want to be very consistent with everything and ensure you're coming off as professional as possible. Even like pictures, make sure that's in the center. If all of these are in the center and they're all a specific size, also make sure that's that same size and it's also in the center, like I said. So yeah, great job with the blog. Okay. Pet supplies, necklaces, bottles. So we have a bunch of categories, a bunch of collections here. I like this brand. Okay, so you have a little about us page. About us page is great. Really, lets you tell your who, what, why, where, when, how, so on and so forth. Really connects with people, those outdoor enthusiasts in this case. Brand ambassadors, that's great. A great way to drive additional revenue and create that social media awareness and presence for your brand. Charity, that's also amazing. I'm assuming you donate a certain percentage of your sales or your profits. Those proceeds are absolutely wonderful. So good job. I think people do very much appreciate that. And then you have a blog service. So honestly, I would remove this from your main menu because you already have, services down here, right? So you don't want that to repeat necessarily. Our happy customers, you can keep it there, but I usually tend not to. I think just having individual product reviews are just totally fine. I've seen this a little too much. So, and track your order. Okay. So I do want to take a look at your product pages. Honestly, I would consider maybe consolidating this a little bit if possible, right? Especially like the bracelets and necklaces. I'm not sure how relevant they are. So in a way they are relevant, but like some of these dresses and caps that you have, they're not really relevant. So for example, like maybe these really pertain to the outdoors, but anything else that hasn't, have to do with outdoors, I definitely recommend getting rid of that. Okay, so I kind of take that back. There's like mountains, globes, and stuff like that. But some of those dresses that we saw before, man, definitely take those out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on a random product page. So I like how, the review stars and the call to action button really matches with the store color or the brand or logo color, Tropical Eagle, which is completely fine. I do recommend including the title before. So Tropical Eagle Pro Cam Backpack, right? Really ensures that the product is yours, right? Really makes it look like at least that the product is yours and it belongs to your store. For reasons why with this. So I wouldn't have, honestly, I think this is a little too much, right? It's overdoing it. And I always say less is more. Again, this is very dropshippy. This is kind of what I used to see when I started dropshipping 4 or 5 years ago. So maybe, take it a little bit easy on the trust badges and whatnot, even stuff like this. You don't want to overdo it too much, like I said. Other than that, I think description is not bad. It can be a little bit better. Maybe use some bold words and bold phrases, something that's important, make it stick out to people. Other than that, I like it. Product images seem fine. Not too bad if you ask me. Also on the top, make this promo bar the same color as your logo, the accent. Free worldwide shipping on all orders, that's good, but you want to make sure you're creating urgency and scarcity, right? So exclusively this week or this week only or New Year's sale, because at the time of recording this video, we are in New Year's. Happy New Year's, by the way, if you're watching this early on during the year. So, this week only or something like that definitely really inclines and pushes people to buy quicker and faster. I also like on how you have a custom customer support email as well, just like the last store that we saw before. So overall, I think I just recommend consolidating a little bit more and really focusing on more of a niche store and getting rid of other stuff that you perhaps don't really need, right? Like women's apparel and accessories, some of those dresses that we saw before, that's kind of irrelevant. Luggage tags, I like that. Pet supplies. Again, not all of these have to do with outdoors really. If it's something outdoors that has to do with your pet, like this waterproof jacket, that's totally fine. But you want that tone and that mood to be consistent throughout your store if you are going to go niche or general niche. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, like I said in the beginning, but you really want to make sure that tonality is consistently, present throughout. Overall, not too bad. I do appreciate on how you are utilizing a paid theme. So that is my feedback when it comes to Tropical Eagle. Last but not least, we have Dare Glamour or Glamour, and I honestly like this. And I'm saying I like this because it's using the solo drop theme. It's a paid theme. That's one of the other themes that I actually did mention in the beginning, right? So we'll scroll down in just a little bit. I like the logo a lot. Store-wide sale ends soon. I would make that more specific, right? When does it end? End of this week? Make it more specific so it inclines people. Home, our mission. I like the order of this menu right here. Our mission, shop, contact us, track my order. That's awesome. Your woman-owned business. Okay, so I would maybe add a little bit more meat to this. You can even mention like your name, CEO Dave, CEO Joe, CEO Angelica. If you are a woman, that is the owner of this store. So make it a little bit more personal, right? Really connect to people. Again, this is a niche store. That's what it seems like. Contact us. Great. I like how the accent color is consistent with everything. Maybe even make this bottom footer color, this kind of magenta purple color. I think that will look really nice. I like how you have your socials. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but I'm just mentioning what I see. Probably change this to customer care. I said that before. So let's go to shop. Okay, so these menu items, right? I think this text is super big. I know about 70 to 80% of your traffic will be mobile users, but you still want to make sure it's optimized for both desktop and mobile, right? So I think this top logo is a little bit too big for mobile as well. Consolidate that, cut the top and bottom. Yeah, I'll probably make these a little bit smaller on mobile as well. I just kind of wanted to see on how it laid out. But yeah, definitely make it a little bit smaller. I think it's a little bit overwhelming for people. I do like how you have these banners. Super nice. Little 10% off coupon. Okay, definitely want to collect those customer emails so you can later leverage them, right? Send out email marketing campaigns, even if someone doesn't buy, right? I like that. Unapologetically. Unapologetically glamorous. There we go. Butterfly climber link. Okay. I like the pricing. Sometimes if you want to go more for a, luxury type of vibe, prices are, really not rounded, right? They're just a solid whole number, like designer prices. They are, typically like $680, $690, right? They don't end in like 95 or 99 per se. So all cuffs and climbers, some trust badges. Cool. So let's take a look at a product page. Again, I like on how you have this little watermark on every single product image. I think that adds a lot of trust. I'll probably make it discounted a little bit more. I think 30 or 40% year round is fine. Granted, when it's like Q4 or another sale for a holiday or event, you can make it 50, 60% off. You don't want it like that all the time because you also don't want to devalue your brand, right? And that applies to most products and for most brands. But I think having it like 30% off is a good sweet spot. Probably would change your call to action button to your accent color, which you have in, the logo right here, the Dare, and also the promo bar. Why we love it. See, this is why I really like the solo drop theme. I think it's just a very branded, funnel-like feel, right? You don't even have to use a page builder like Gem Pages or Shogun or anything like that. Let's take a look at one more. Again, I would definitely include the product title, the store name, which is Dare Glamour, Butterfly Climber Ring. Maybe make these lines a little bit smaller in terms of the text. Very limited stock available. Nice details, shipping and delivery. So again, make sure this is consistent. Like if you have this for this product page, make sure that also exists for the rest of the product pages too, right? That consistency is very important. I really like this product page better. It seems like you were actually promoting or running ads for this product perhaps. This is a very famous or known product in the dropshipping market. I also like on how you have this sticky add to cart button. I think that's very helpful on mobile especially. Probably not make it transparent so it stands out or sticks out a little bit more. And what I mean by that is like when I'm scrolling, it's transparent in the background. Pretty sure the theme has something like that in which you can fix. Also, like when you scroll past half the page or like the last 1/4, I would say like the last 1/4, this just pops up, so make sure you disable that as well. Overall, I like it. I think jewelry has a lot of potential. It is very competitive, but if you really differentiate yourself and you brand your store properly, you're already beating out half the competition, right? So overall, I really like the structure and the theme and whatnot. If you are going for like a niche store, then probably have a drop down that has, which you do have a drop down, but maybe have more categories. Maybe add 2 or 3 more categories, like necklaces, anklets, whatever it really may be, right? So for non-pierced ears, okay. Cuffs, jewelry boxes. Yeah, so maybe add about 2 or 3 more categories. So you're kind of a full blown out niche store. But other than that, I like it. I think it has a really good feel to it. I like the color scheme. I would definitely stick to it overall. And yeah, best of luck to all of the 3 stores. And there you guys have it, ladies and gents. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. I definitely recommend taking all the feedback points I mentioned in this video and perhaps applying it to your own Shopify dropshipping stores to really ensure there are no missing leaks during the process. Now, as always, if you guys do have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, feel free to drop them in the comments down below because I do reply to each and every single one of them. Furthermore, feel free to check out all the links and resources in the description down below because they can and will be very helpful for your Shopify dropshipping store. Once again, ladies and gents, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you.
I appreciate that.
Remember to keep working hard and more importantly, continue staying awesome. Until the next one, your boy is out. Peace.